It's showtime.
Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon Sword. Last time, we took care of the finals, but unfortunately Chairman Rose decided to get up in our case and things just kind of rose to an unfortunate case. Pun intended. We also got our objective to come here to the Slumbering Weald to find something out of the ordinary that could potentially help us. And I think this time we are going to do just that. I should point this out. The Slumbering Weald has actually been giving us quite the lore ever since the beginning of our journey. Because it would have been from right around here. From when we would not have been able to press onward. This is when things are going to get pretty interesting to say the least. Because, up here, we have 4 new Pokemon for us to find. 3 through the encountering, and 1 through fishing. So, let's get to it. Ooh, Life Orb. That's awesome. Boost the power of moves, but at the cost of some HP for each hit. Okay. So, we have Munna. A psychic-type tank, if you say so. What's interesting about Munna is that if you have already gotten a Moonstone out in the wild areas, you could evolve the thing almost right out of the box. I believe it should have access to all moves at this point, and if there's something that you wanted from a Munna before into a Musharna, there you go. It's right there for the taking. The reason why I'm saying it like that is because Munna is a Pokemon that evolves, of course, with the Moonstone, and it will cease on learning moves upon using the Evolutionary Stone. So, that's the only real negative that I have to say about it, but maybe you have used one before, and you probably found some good things out of it. I only ever really consider using this thing as a tank, nothing more. And telepathy is great to know for using in double battles. Not much else I have to say about that in the slightest. All in all, I would say it's good, but I wouldn't recommend it. Next up is Orbeetle, the final evolution of Blipbug. This thing is great. A bug psychic type tank. Not often that you see something like that, but we've been seeing a lot of psychic-type tanks as of late, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. They are rare to come by, and if you manage to find one, feel blessed. You probably may already have an Orbeetle at this point, but this one actually kind of sticks out a little bit. If you regretted not getting one and you're looking for a final member of your team, now might be the time for you to collect one. I would say use this thing as a great wall, but only ever see it as a decent wall. The random encounters, we have Butterfree. Yeah, the Final Evolution Academy has finally reached at this point. I can only say Compound Eyes is going to be your best friend in this. There's a lot of moves that Butterfree can learn that has such low accuracy. But with Compound Eyes, you really don't need to worry much about it. So much, in fact, and that I would definitely consider using this. If Caterpie disappointed you from before and you kind of regretted it right out of the bat, definitely might want to consider this. Not too far into the future, if I remember this correctly, it will not only know Bug Buzz, but it will already would have access to Quiver Dance, making this thing a very quick special sweeper, and even get a little bit of some defense, special defense stat while you're at it. Excuse me. Tinted Lens is no slouch either, but Compound Eyes is definitely going to be your best friend for what is to come. I would say, dang, Butterfree, you're scary, but you probably may already have one at this point, but who cares? Can't say a lot of bad things about this this classic Pokemon, can you? Well, I should hope not. And now, through fishing, we are ending the proper random encounters and pretty much all of the game on Wish Cache. The evolution condition of Barboach, water ground type, not much really needs to be said about it. This thing really needs no introduction. Okay, maybe it does a little bit. I would say this is a really good choice to go for, and I actually kind of like Wish Cache quite a lot. But why does a Pokemon like this does not know Mud Bomb? It would have worked so good, and at least it has Earthquake, at least it has Muddy Water, and at least it has Surf, so at least there's that. The only real big gripe that I don't like about this is that it's slower than most water types, and I kind of find it to be very disappointing. All in all, Wish Cache is a great choice. Barboach wasn't available to you earlier, and like I said, if you wanted to wait until now to have a Wish Cache and that has most of its moves accessible, here you go. Man, all of these random encounters really made me feel washed up! I've earned that. We are done! I can finally sleep well tonight. Alright. Yeah, toxic! Come on! I'm trying to do a little bit of self-leveling up for what is to come. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm actually feeling a little bit outclassed in myself from this. Well, at least this one didn't use self-destruct like the last one that I faced, but you're probably wondering why I didn't talk about Galar and Weezing in the wild to this point, because I've already covered it, because I used one on my team, but Orbeetle! At least I can say that has a nice Gigantamax form. Frisk, frisk, frisk. You know what? Nah, you're not worth it. I said you're not worth it. Thank you. Alright, this way. Smoke ball. Yep. Alright, full heal. Is there anything over here? Didn't look like it. Okay. What's with this fog? It's even worse than the first time we came here. They really are here! The Sword and the Shield Pokemon, I knew it! Anyone else that are getting a natural Harmonia moment around here? Hi, where are you going? We need your help over here! You two, what in the world are you doing? Well, come on, Petunia. You must have seen that, right? Those Sword and Shield Pokemon, they were right in front of us! And then they disappeared into the forest! Hop, you sure you haven't lost the plot? There was no one here but the two of you! What? Then were those just illusions or something? Listen, I dug into some literature from other regions, and I finally found something. Mention of the Sword Pokemon Zacian and the Shield Pokemon who call it Zamazenta. The writing said that those two Pokemon were born somewhere beyond the Slumbering Weald. But sometime long ago. Did they really? Ta, Sonia! Thanks for digging into it. Even if it's just an illusion or whatever, we did manage to find that Pokemon again. Maybe the sword and the shield that those two used to carry are still here too. Actually, hold on a second. No, we cannot. Would you look at that, hey Derek? Now that's something you don't see every day. This place definitely feels like the stuff of legend. See that, Derek? The sword and the shield! The legends really were true! You mean to tell me that we never got a chance to look more into this if you just let us do this? The things I do for trying to get some entertainment around these parts. You've obtained a rusted sword. It is said that a hero used the sword to halt a terrible disaster in ancient times, but it's got rusty and worn. I'm gonna throw in dull while you're at it. Thought settles it. I'm taking the shield. Though, wow, would you look at the state of this thing? Feels like it might fall into pieces if you so much as look at it funny. I don't know if these rusty old things will really be able to stop the darkest day, but... well, I guess it can't hurt to have them along. Let's hope they bring us some good luck. Maybe the Pokemon themselves really are still asleep somewhere. So it seems that we're on our own if we wanted to go help play. This is all the help we've got. Alright. Now we can get out of here. Now I believe if we meet up with Sonia, she should still be out here, right? No. And she's gone. Oh, there was an item over there. How did I miss that? Alright. I want to be careful because I don't want to get in these Pokemon's way. There we go. I'll come over this way. I've never been this way. Here we go. The Misty Seed. It boosts special defense on misty terrain. Use only once. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to use it anyway. Pretty much at this point, that's pretty much selling fodder. Damn it, Weezing! Not now! I'll play with you at another time. By another time, I mean another playthrough. Okay? Now get. Alright. So now that we've finally gotten that part out of the way... I want to be careful because there's... I'm just trying to avoid as much Pokemon as I can at this point because we are running out of time! Rookidee! I will smack Isa from your beak! Don't take that out of contents! I don't know if there really is any contents of that one, but I don't care! That's cheating! Ruben, I may like you. You become one of my favorite electric types. But like I had told that Rookidee, I will smack an Iceta from your beak, except in this case, your pincers. Get out of here. So, nothing out of the ordinary that we need to be aware of, or anything on the such? I guess not! And I guess we head back to Hammerlocke. Alright. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna go heal so I can make some major preparations. Okay, day? Okay, day. Everybody shut up now. I guess while I'm also at it, maybe I'll stock up on some items, because I got some money burning holes in my pocket. Why not at this point? Give me some full restores. You can never tell when those things could come in handy. Hey, Ryan. Well, if it isn't Derek and Hop! It's a real shame the way things have turned out. You make it all the way to the championship match, and something like this has to happen. Chairman Rose thinking that the energy pouring from the darkest day will somehow be the key to saving Galar's future? It all seems a bit mad if you ask me. I can't follow at all how that's supposed to work. Well, I don't care if I'm up against the darkest day or the chairman or whatever. I'm going ahead. I'm off to help my brother. And he's gone. The Hop never changes. Always in a rush about something, isn't he? The key thing isn't that no one's been harmed. We gym leaders work together with the city's Pokémon, and we've got everyone evacuated. And you're fixing to help our champion? To save everyone in the Galar region? Of course I am. Our greatest ever champion and the greatest ever challenger, along with his severest rival. All teaming up against the darkest day. I don't feel sorry for it. Go on then, our great challenger. Into Hammerlocke Stadium you go. Let's see. I just want to kind of mix things up a little bit. Because I am sensing a fight that's coming up, and I ain't gonna like this. Oh, what am I saying? I think I'm gonna like this. Let's go in. Gym Challenger, you must help me. I mean, please, help me. My Pokemon suddenly Dynamaxed for some reason and started running amok in the stadium. Mr. Ryan was able to subdue the Dynamax Pokemon in the stadium, but if other Pokemon also Dynamax to go on a rampage, the underground power plant would collapse. Mr. Rose is down there right now. I know this is selfish of me, but I must beg your assistance. I want you to head into the underground power plant and stop him, Mr. Rose. Mr. Rose has awakened a Pokemon known as the Eternus. Apparently, the energy emitted from its body is what's causing Dynamaxing. At this rate, all of the Pokemon in the Galar region would Dynamax and go berserk. If that were to happen, please, you must save Mr. Rose. You can take him to the lift over there to reach him. I've enlisted the help of the champion's younger brother too, but who knows what is going on? Molina, as much as I like your appearance, and I hate your personality, you're alright. Alright. So Mr. Rose, or Chairman Rose, and I was actually right the first time, I just want to keep entering in the front for this one. He's gone mad! And I mean mad! Anything over here? No. Chairman Rose, I've come to bargain. Shut it down and surrender now. And what do you plan on doing, Gym Challenger? I'm stopping the darkest day. Pardon? What are you talking about? There's nothing to stop now. We've already brought in about the darkest day. Or should I say, the ultimate Pokemon Eternatus. Must I explain myself? from your perspective, I suppose it must seems that I am doing something terrible. I don't expect you to understand. But I must provide the Galar region with limitless energy to ensure everlasting prosperity. It is my purpose, my duty, my destiny. That's why we've been given the wishing stars Eternitas. Surely you remember the red light that caused a ruckus among Hammerlocke. That was all part of our experiments to awaken Eternitas. You must understand, I can't let you interfere with my plan to protect the future of Galar. You leave me no choice, Rose. His first Pokémon! Excavalier! Level 55! Bug Steel type! Shell Armor for the ability! Drill Run! Ironhead! Megahorn! Sword Stance! With 5 Pokemon under his belt, we're here to stop him, and we're here to stop him once and for all. Not so much as his wall now, are ya? You're pretty tough. Yes, entirely too tough. Don't you think that's unfair? After the stunts you're pulling, I don't think so. Plus, you were kind of the one that started all this shit in the first place. So don't think you have any place where you can run this time. Because you just exposed yourself to everyone of what you're capable of. Clang Clang, level 56, pure steel type, minus for the ability. Let's see. Gear Grind, Shift Gear, Wild Charge, Assurance. I actually called it Assurance once, but I think it's Assurance. And holy crap, I think I made a bad choice. But you know what? That's fine. Ha-ha! Come here! No. Why? What? Third time was to be the charm? Yeah, there it is. Ah, boy. Yeah. I'm making absolute sure that my Pokemon have a fair shot in this fight. And even though that I made a bad choice on this one, I just feel like it's fair. Okay. Let's see. I just meant it has some pretty nice music to go with. Go for the Screech. Because I want to bring this guy's defense down. Now, Gear Grind and Shift Gear are definitely ones that I want to be worried about. Alright, we'll go for the Eraser Leaf. Alright, next up, it's gonna be Ferrothorn, level 55, Grass Steel type, Iron Barbs for the ability, Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Body Press, and Curse. I actually have it in my most notes that says Power Whippy. with an E. So I guess Power Wipe, I guess? Or Whip. Whippy. What am I doing with my life? I didn't know you can learn that! Boom Burst! It may not do a lot of damage, but... That is actually a pretty good move. Let's see. You know what? Even though this may go against it in my own insanity, I'm doing it. I'm teaching the same Boom Burst. It may sound stupid, but then again, I am not the brightest. Berserker's up next, level 55, pure steel type, tough claws for the ability. Iron Head, Screech, Shadow Claw, and Throat Chop. Alright. I will admit, this Berserker's pretty good. Now can I get this? Ah, crap. As I was saying before, this Berserker's pretty good. There's the burn. That thing did absolute crap. Like, you know what? Come here. Alright, now. His last Pokemon. Copperaya. Level 57, Steel type, Sheer Force for the ability. Heavy Slam, Iron Head, High Horsepower, Zen Headbutt. Uh-oh, down to our last Pokemon. This isn't looking too good. You know what? I ain't risking that shit. Commencing Dynamax Evolution. Gigantamax Ball. Set. And launch. Now roar. I'll show you a move that'll hit so hard you'll be speechless! That thing got a big tusk! Yeah! This is the pushover! This is a great double wall! Alright then, hopefully this move will turn things around for me. Ah, boy. This kinda hurts. I need to bring this guy down. I need to bring him down now! Yeah! Environment helped! And the critical hit too! Yes! Eat it! Hydrogen! You rock! I've forgotten how great Pokemon battles are. It's been so long since I battled. That sure was satisfying. Most impressive, Derek. I wouldn't expect anything less from a challenger endorsed by the strongest champion ever to grace our beloved Galar region. I really do wish I could have seen the championship match between you two. And I'm terribly sorry to have ruined the whole gym challenge and everything. It's too bad, but it can't be helped. In order to solve the energy issue as soon as possible, we awakened Eternatus. But we couldn't control it. The champion came to aid me, even at the cost of abandoning the match. Indeed, just like a knight in shining armor coming to rescue a princess from a dragon. I do tend to ramble on, I know. I love to make speeches. But I think I can stop talking now. I think the champion should have captured Eternatus by now. If you're curious, you can take the lift up. And I trust you'll be going too, right, Hope? I certainly hope losing him to me didn't discourage you too much. Go on now, both of you. Go see how our champion is doing. Discourage? You don't get it, do you, Chairman? Neither me nor my Pokemon have anywhere near given up. We have learned how to be strong, thanks to the gym challenge you organized. Also, thanks for not pretty much healing up my team, bud. I should wait. Alright, Derek? I'm ready for anything, are you? Yeah, I need a moment. I'm gonna go heal really quick. Because, especially about what is coming up, we need to be ready. And I'm back! Okay. I'm all healed up and we're ready for what is to come. Alright, Devin, I'm ready for anything, are you? Would expect any less from my rival. Now come on, we've got to help Lay! We are now reached the highest point. And check it out. You came to help me in spite of the danger. Thanks, Hop, and you, Derek. You two really have grown tremendously. But no need for you kids to worry. It seems like some power of Eternatus was keeping my team from Dynamaxing, but we've had a champion time all the same. Charles and the rest of my champion team members have really worn Eternatus down. Now if I can simply catch it in a Pokeball, we should be able to get this madness under control. Then everything will be back to normal. So watch this. It's going to be a real champion catch! The origin of the darkest day. The embodiment of a world disaster itself. Eternatus is overpowered. It is considered to be one of the most powerful legendary Pokemon to ever exist. Upon approaching it, level 60, Poison Dragon type, pressure for the ability, Cross Poison, Dragon Pulse, and Flamethrower. And how could we possibly forget its signature move, Dynamax Cannon? This is a 100 power, 100 accuracy, special Dragon type move. Yet almost up to 200 if the target is Dynamaxed. This is an anti-Dynamax Pokemon with that powerful move in its arsenal. How could you not hate this thing? We are not able to catch it in this form at the moment. But there is going to be a time when we'll be able to come back for this Pokemon later. But bringing this thing down to more how it is as a Pokemon, like I said, it's no slouch. And with 690 base stats and with 145 special attack and 130 speed, there's no way how you can get by this thing without taking extra precautions. Being the only Poison Dragon type of the Legendary class, there's a reason why they brought this in the darkest day. throughout the entirety of the Galar region in ancient times. It's that powerful. I need to bring this thing down. We need to bring this thing down here and now. Ah, boy. Well, lucky for us. While it may not be the best in terms of taking hits, it makes it up with such a power of special sweeping skills. Alright. Hey! Alright. In fact, thanks to that little power-up, thanks again! Fire lashes, thanks to the face! Wow, it's huge! Let's take it on together, Danik! If you guys start to understand that Eternus but wasn't much to deal with as it is, this thing just got upgraded. It has become Eternamax Eternatus! It is now the complete opposite for how it was in terms of defense. It now has base 250 in both of its defense and special defense stacked. Its speed remains the same, and I think its special attack stat went down a little bit. But don't let that fool you. With a base stat of over 1100, even Arceus itself would not have stand a chance against this monster. If you manage to take this thing on here and now, almost nothing can stand in your way for the duration of this adventure. I was saving it till now, but it also has one other signature move known as an Eterna Beam. This is a 160 power, 90 accuracy, special dragon type move that pretty much just forces it to wait to attack it after a turn has been used. So basically, Dialga's Roar of Time, only powerful. This thing, I would say, damn, this thing is scary, but that's pretty much an understatement. This thing is a monster, beyond that of a monster. It is the embodiment of the darkest day, and is the ultimate anti-Dynamax in a Pokemon to pretty much just sweep through anything in its path. If you catch it here and now, you have an unstoppable force that's waiting here to be used at its fullest. What? I can't use any moves! I forgot! We found the Sword and Shield in the Slumbering Weald! Well, what are you waiting for? Derek, Use the sword! It might be old and rusted, but there's gotta be some use to it! Leave it to me! Our reinforcements have arrived. Zacian and Zamazenta have finally arrived to provide us backup. Let's bring this thing down. We'll be talking about you guys later on, but hey, thanks. That's the dragon, and it's an ultimate attack. Hey, looks like we can use our moves now. Thank you, Zacian and Zamazenta, that is. Too bad one's not gonna do much. That'll change. Behemoth Blade! Behemoth Bash! Zacian! Hang in there, bud. I'm actually hoping to try to burn this thing, but doesn't look like that's gonna be helping much. Well, guess I'll just stick to the one that I use best. Don't know why I haven't been using this, because that's lowering its defense stat, which I really need to take care of at this point. Alright. This should even the odds a little. boy. Ew. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Defense status lowered. Nice! Alright. So far, I might be the one to finish it. Probably it's on me. No! Okay, that's odd. Alright! Hop! What? How'd you miss? I would have laughed if Hop would have been the one to finish it! Why? Why? Then it looks like your shield buddy's gonna be the one to finish it. Or not! Let me guess, me? No! Looks like I'm gonna be the one to finish it. Alright! This is it! How did I try to get you tennis now? With pleasure. And to heal its wounds! Commencing Dynamax to the ball catching sequence! Dynamax to the ball set, go! Uno, dos, tres. It's over. And now we can look pretty. What a majestic creature. The both of them, if you're wondering. Three days later. So Chairman Rose turned himself in then? Never thought I'd live to see the day. He woke Eternatus and nearly caused a catastrophe for the entire region. You reap what you sow, I say. I don't know about you, but I slept like the dead. Everyone's still talking about what happened, but in these days are bad to know now. We really did defeat Eternatus together with Zamazanta and Zacian. Still Lee. Well, he's being Lee, insisting on having a championship match with you today. It's a bit much, isn't it? You sure you're up for it? I'm not even too sure about him. He was out cold and hurt pretty badly himself during all that mess. I do understand how he feels, though. Feels like I've been waiting forever to get to see you and him face off in a serious match. So come on, the match will be on Winden Stadium. Where else? Before I do this, I need to check something very quickly. Excuse me, for all of my Pokemon. we're gonna need some more Dynamax candies. Because I think, given what's going on, they deserve a pretty big reward in on itself. I got all these Dynamax out of candies that are burning a hole in my pocket. They are now going to be at their maximum capacity. Alright. So, we have a big fight coming up. And I say, after everything that's gone up and up, we can finally go ahead and end things off right here. Next time, the final hit of fight in the main story mode commences. See you guys then.